Hi, my name is Shyla, and this is Shyla Reviews. Well, Gremlins is basically about this little creature who came from this Japan type of place. It was in China. Well, it was somewhere near that, but so this little boy, he was on the streets, and he bring this guy that bought Gizmo from the shop, and he bring him to his son for Christmas. He gets the monster, and he was I usually just call him Gizmo. So he calls him Gizmo, and then all of a sudden this tree guy comes by, and he's I came to drop off your tree. And yeah, he's got this tree costume on. It was weird. I mean, seriously, who wears a tree costume? But so he walked in, and he was he was yelling his name. He was "Where are you?" He was "I'm upstairs." And then he walks upstairs, and then he sits down, and he was "I just knew, you think it was a comic book with 3D glasses or something." And so he opens it and he starts reading it. Well, he actually pulled the covers and covered Gizmo, which then he started screaming under the blankets, moving them and all that stuff. And then he moves the covers and he explains what he is. He poured water on him by accident because he tilted it over. That little boy that walked in.
And why can't you give Gizmo water or food after midnight?
Because, it makes... Well, first of all, water makes them mutate. And giving them food makes them to this, slimy creature. And it's just very disgusting. And their eggs, oh my god, their eggs, when they turn into that, it's when they crack open, you can look inside, it's glowing green. Green, there's slime and ooze all inside of it. It's just really disgusting. It's weird, because those things, they look nothing like Gizmo. Nothing. And then the one with the mohawk was just, so rude. He threw up on that guy that was playing a horn. And he spit on him. He was very rude. And he was even more rude when he turned and mutated into that thing. And I feel sorry for that boy. That teenage boy. He kept on he got hit right here. He got scratched in the chest, he got scratched on the head. He's messed up. Messed up.
So you didn't like the little gremlin guys?
No, but I liked Gizmo. He was pretty cool.
So if you could take Gizmo home as a pet, would you want to?
Yes.
Yes? You think he's really cute?
Mm-hmm.
Even if you couldn't get it wet, though? What happens if you have a bunch of little green guys running around your house and they're rude to you?
I'll slap them in the face.
I'm too irresponsible. I couldn't bring home a Gizmo.
Do you remember all the rules for having a Gizmo? You can't get it wet.
You can't give it any sunlight. You can't feed him before midnight. Before, I can't remember. It was before, right? After. Yeah. You can't feed it after midnight. They fed him. And they can't drink water or take a bath. And they can't do any of that involves water.
It's funny, but they're running through snow.
I know. It's just... and they're drinking beer, but I said to my mom that it's not clearly water. It's beer, it's not water. It has stuff in it, so it makes it not water. It's not water.
Yeah, you don't see people going to a bar to buy water.
No.
No. If there was water, it would be called water. It would be called beer.
Truth.
That is true.
And all of them are drinking beer, and they're all crazy, running around the shop. One was on the fan, was twirling around.
Yeah.
It was all crazy. The bar was like they were smoking. They were smoky. I still can't. This one had 3 cigarettes in his mouth, and he's like, and he fell on the floor. Like when she took a picture of him, he's like, wow. And there's this guy wearing this leprechaun hat. Oh my god, it was crazy. Oh, there was one time where she turned around, and this guy, he flashed. This one flashed.
Oh, yeah.
And then he screamed, and then he ran away. It was hilarious. And then she screamed. So both of them screamed.
Did you have a least favorite character in the movie?
Yes, that striped guy. Oh my god.
Is
Him. Like at the very end, he had to die. At the very end. Why couldn't he die at the middle of the movie?
at the beginning? He was mean.
Oh, yeah.
What made him so mean?
Well, I think it's because actually Gizmo knew. I think it's just because Gizmo's mean side was like not even like real. And then when he mutated, the big one was like actually the toughest one. That was like his emotion, but he never really had. He got mad now and then. So I think that was actually his mean side, actually. Like, it was like his mean side, and Gizmo was his good side.
That's actually, I never thought about that. That's a
I
good.
didn't either. That's awesome.
You're a genius.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just crazy.
What?
And there's 2 big ones, one with a positive side and one with a negative, and then and there's all these like tiny ones that don't even have a side. So they're actually like running around hitting people, hitting each other, playing knock knock on. I mean, seriously. I mean, they don't even have a side, so they're just running around, jumping on everybody. I mean, it was just crazy because they're all so tiny and they're so big. I mean, so shouldn't they be the same size?
Yeah, they should.
Uh-huh.
Well, people aren't the same size though, so I mean they got to make the big ones. The scary gremlins are always the bigger ones, but Gizmo is probably the cutest thing in the entire world.
Oh, yeah.
Like when he got here, he's like he said that and Trash Can wiggling his little feet. He's like, like screaming at the top of his lungs. But it was so adorable because it wasn't really even loud.
What's your favorite scene in the movie?
Well, I would say I would say like the movie theater because they all started singing to Snow White. They're like, na 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 na. Like they sat there, and there's one, and like when they were chasing them out of the theater, when the theater exploded, there was gremlins that had like the popcorn helmet. And they're all running like in their eyes. You can only see their eyes and their mouth, and they're all screaming. I mean, they ran out of the door, and then like a minute later it explodes. It was just very crazy.
Was there any scenes that made you laugh pretty good?
Well, there was one part where when he flashed, I started laughing.
Yeah.
I was like, "That's so hilarious, Mom!" Like, I started laughing. And there was that part where that grandma was spinning around the fan. It was hilarious when he turned off fast, and there was one that go like, "Ooh!" and then that guy's on top of the ceiling, and he's like, "Ah!" He started screaming, and all the other one does is just sit there and eat popcorn, like they found it on the floor. I mean, it was just weird. It was weird, because what he did, he just sat there eating popcorn while the other one just like sat there on the fan trolling around in circles. And he finally fell off, like flying, and he flew into I think it was a poster or something. Like his face went and the tough gremlin while they were trading cards, like he shot the other guy. Remember, he was like, psh. And they all started
Oh, we
laughing.
thought he was cheating.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
that's hilarious.
Yep.
It's hilarious. Because he was like, and everybody started laughing. And the people in the background, they're like, Like, all the people at the tables are like, whoa! And all the people in the background, they're like, ugh.
You like the jazz guy, do you remember that?
Yeah, it was ultra funny when that one bring up those little puppies like and then there's this guy who's like and like he in those puppets and then he knocked him
That
out.
cool guy.
Yeah, and then he like knocked the other one out with the puppets. And then he standed up, the other one, the one with the puppets. And he knocked the other one down. It was just it was hilarious. Cause they were like they both got knocked down and they all stood up and they started fighting.
That's all they did, I think.
Yeah, they were just dancing and hurting each other.
Yeah.
Creating a ruckus. That's what they were doing.
Like it was weird when they were riding that bulldozer into that person's house. It was like gremlins, like the other guy, and they're all laughing. They're like ah, in the background, like in the truck. They're like and I'm like not cool. Yeah, Spike is the only one that got away, and then he killed them at the end.
Oh.
You didn't see that part because you're over there helping Mila.
Oh.
Like he died because like Gizmo, as fast as he could, he opened the blinds, and then he was on top of the water fountain, and he was sticking his finger in the water fountain, like trying to make him like mutate the bad one, and he like sticking his finger in it, and then like the sun like melts him, and then after he's melted, he's like at the bottom of the water fountain, and the kid looks in there, like the teenager, and he looks in there, and what he does, like the skeleton jumps out, and he's on the floor, and he's like, like it's like quietly, like moving on the floor, and then all of a sudden he like stops, and like his bones started melting. I mean, bones don't melt. That's impossible. Bones don't melt. That's a fact. You see a skeleton, and guess what's left? The bone. I mean, it does not melt into the sky. It didn't leave a green ooze. I mean, that doesn't even happen. But with them, okay, that happens. But with humans, not even with animals, and I can't even believe that. But it does not happen. No.
But gremlins are believable.
Yeah.
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 They're type of monsters. They can do anything.
Yeah. What would you rate Gremlins?
From 1 to 5.
5.
A 5?
5?
Because it was really good.
Me
You
too.
really liked it?
I've seen like the whole entire chapters. Like not the chapters. I mean like the whole entire movies, and they're pretty good.
You want to review? We should do a review on Gremlins 2 next.
Yeah. Oh my god. There's a little thing on Gremlins 2. Gizmo, he mutates again and makes Spike into this black one,
Mm-hmm.
and he's back and he's even meaner.
Yeah.
I like the one that sings.
Yeah.
I can't believe you even remember that
and-
second one.
Yeah. And there was one that was really chubby and he was like, and then there was one he was like, shut up. Like he was really mean, and the fat ones are like, and then there was this really crazy one, which
Whose eyes go crazy?
I have no idea what is his deal. What is his deal? Like he's like there and you're like he sits like he's like sitting there. He's cuckoo in his head. I guess whenever people fart, he can see rainbows. If he's that cuckoo, he can see anything.